Hey guys, so I wanted to do an update on my scar, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. A lot of people have been asking questions. They wanted to know about my doctor, the cost, how I'm feeling, how it looks so far, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. So here is I still call it an incision. The incision, does zoom out or should I zoom in? I'm gonna zoom out right now, but it looks a little raised on the camera. That's because I just woke up, and when I just wake up, it does swell in this area, not the whole thing, just certain areas swell. This side was part of the incision too, and you can see it's pretty much non-existent. This side is almost pretty much non-existent, but still has some healing obviously to do. These little dots are keloids. I don't know if the doctor nicked me during the surgery or you know, I'm pretty sure he did, because in my pictures you can see like some dots all around my incision when I was in the doctor's office. So he nicked me a little bit. I don't know with what, maybe the needle or the scalpel. And so these are little keloids, which is kind of disappointing, but it doesn't bother me. Okay, so the area swells when I go to sleep and wake up. Kind of annoying, because when it first happened I freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, it's coming back. It goes down like during the day when I'm up. Problem is I never get to see it when it's down because I work third shift. So when I'm at work, I'm not obviously paying attention to it unless I'm massaging it, and then all day I'm sleeping. So when I get up I always see it like this. It is a little raised right here, and it does stay a little raised right here. It's a little thicker here and less soft compared to the rest of these. I don't know what to call these. Compared to the rest of these like bumps right here. When I use my silicone sheeting from Scar Away, which is this and looks like a band-aid, I cut it so it's this thin or widthwise, and I just apply it here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. I think I have a piece like with that length. Don't know where it went, but I just apply it on this area because this is flat, so I want to focus on these areas. It is soft. I don't feel that it's going to come back with a vengeance or anything like that. These I do cut a little tiny square piece and I apply a silicone sheeting as well. Now, how do I feel about the appearance? I feel it stands out because it still is, on camera it looks brown, I don't know, but in person is red. It's still whitish red. I wish it looked like all this area right here, which is completely healed, no keloid or anything. But it's just a process. The color is going to take, like the doctor said, 6 months to a year to come back. So it is a process. Now the dark area you see above is from the radiation. That can go away with like scar toning. That can go away with skin toning cream. I'm not really worried about it. I just want this scar to be this color. Excuse me, I burped. So it is an emotional roller coaster, and it's an emotional roller coaster because I don't want to say I'm worried about this area, but I'm a little nervous as to mainly this little bump right here, because it is harder and more raised than the other areas. This area used to be one big piece, but as you can see, it is starting to break down and become flat right here, right here. This piece used to be raised as well, but it's flat, so I'm not as worried about it as I am this. I noticed that it hasn't been going as flat when I use my silicone sheeting as much as it did before. So I'm sorry if I apologize. I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at my scar as I talk. So what I do is I use Scar Shield. I don't really use this because I still keep my scar covered with shirts and whatnot when I go outside, because the color is not matching and it still draws attention, unfortunately. and I use Scar Care. Scar Care is kind of like a Mederma. It says it helps with the appearance of the scar. It has aloe vera, shea butter, cocoa butter, vitamin E, hydrocortisone to prevent itching. It says powerful antioxidant beta-inon, if I said that correctly, in it. It definitely does help with the itching. I'm not so sure how it works with the appearance. I don't put it on every day, all day. I did in the beginning when it was healing. But the process of a scar revision. Your scar, when your stitches are gone, your scar is going to look perfect like this. It is going to be flat. There is going to be no lumps or bumps like it is now. When it starts to heal, it is going to get hard. I used to freak out about that all the time. When it first started, I thought it was going to come back. So it is going to get hard, and it is going to get raised, and it's going to start, you know, becoming dry. Mine gets really dry. So I just apply the Scar Care after I use the silicone sheeting. So if you do get this, yes, it is. For some people, yeah, it could be the scar is returning. For me, I'm going through the normal process of the scar healing, which it does become raised and it does become hard. And then over time, the scar starts to break down, as you can see, because this was all one raised piece and it's getting flat in the middle. As of right here, this used to be a raised piece and it's becoming completely flat. There was never anything over here, which is completely flat and pretty much back to my skin tone. Hold on a moment. The main thing for me is to focus on this area. I only put silicone on, I think I just said that, but I only put the silicone sheeting on this area as this side seems to stay a little more raised. I bought some new silicone sheeting that I can wear for 10 days straight versus this one where you have to change it every day. I feel when I wear it for longer periods of times, there definitely is, it definitely does help, and it's very, it is noticeable. So the kind that I did get, I finished talking about how it's going to feel raised and you're going to freak out a little bit. I think it's coming back. As long as it's not, it can be red, as long as it's not itchy red or feeling hot, and, you know, otherwise those are signs of infection. So I'm still, I say, in the healing process. The scar is soft, but of course you can still feel it. I go like this because you can see it bunch up like it's just soft. A soft scar versus my other keloid that I had, which looking back is terrible. I did take progress pictures so you can see from when the stitches came out how nice and flush and smooth and nice it looked to where it is now, where it started getting raised into a large strip, and then now you can see that it's starting to break down, of course. So as you see my camera, I stopped talking. I was like, of course. My camera was turning off because it was overheated. Don't get this camera if you're ever going to be a YouTuber. So like I said, as my scar is starting to break down in areas, become flush and flat with my skin. I'm gonna add the before and after picture. Hopefully I can add it like scrolling up right here. If not, I'll just have each one come up. As I said, I use the Scar Away. I have now retired from these, but they do work. These were like $37, basically 40 bucks. Compared to the ones I'm about to show you now, which is Embrace, more affordable, 37, and these were 85, but I got the 60-day amount. So yeah, this doesn't come with like a 60 or 30-day thing. These ones, you can blah 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 blah. You can wear them a minimum of 12 hours per day. I wear mine from, I'll put it on at night and I'll take it off the next night and then apply my creams, which I showed you were the Scar Shield and Scar Care and Mederma. And I do use sometimes Ambi skin correcting cream to fix the color, but I'm not focused on that anymore. I did get rid of that dark shading area like it is up here, down here with that cream. So yeah, these are good for, like it says, C-sections, all that, since they're really long. So you can wear them for like 12 hours. These are good for tummy tucks, all that. So a little bit more affordable. These ones, okay, so I researched, I was like looking for a new kind. If you don't know what Real Self is, it's a website where, oh sorry, my fan's on. I hope you guys couldn't hear that the whole time. Probably, but whatever. It's just a website where you can find board certified plastic surgeons and doctors. I'm pretty sure just board certified plastic surgeons. You can see their work before and after. And I was just reading on somebody's thing where they asked what is the best silicone sheeting, and it was this one that I heard from a doctor, and I decided to look it up, try it out, read the reviews and stuff, and they're all pretty good. What I liked about it and what made me want to buy it is the fact that the sheets are clear, because this doesn't match an African American skin color. Let's be real. It can match maybe an Asian skin color or a white person's skin color. Just not gonna match mine. And when my shirt like falls down, people see it and be like, oh, why you got a band? None of your business. So I got these, and hopefully the sheeting isn't shiny and you know whatnot. But it says that you can wear it. Results in 4 weeks. Mind you, you're keeping it on for the 10 days, and you're putting a new one on when you take that one off. It's waterproof, sweat proof. It says you can work out with it. So that's another thing. I'm on my little health kick now, so I'm trying to get back into working out. So when I do work out, I don't want to have to worry about taking it off, washing it, and reapplying it like I would have to with this one. You apply once every 10 days. Comfort, 2 times less painful while wearing. These ones weren't painful. They're a little bit itchy, the Scaraway one. Water resistant while showering or exercising. So that's a main thing for me, is that you wear it for 10 days straight, and that it's good for showering and if you're getting sweaty, like from work. So I will open this for you guys. And I got the 30-day supply. No, I got the 60-day supply. There is a 30-day supply, which was about $40. This one I paid $80, but it came out to $93 because shipping and stuff. It got shipped here. How do I open this? Because this is like, they're stuck together. Shipping on Amazon, it took, what, I got it the next day, I believe. Yeah. So, ooh, okay, different packaging. So this is a packaging. I don't know if I'm going to apply it right now. I'm going to probably apply it after I take, I'm going to take a shower before I go to work. And another thing, when you wear this, I still use my antibacterial dial soap, like as if I am still healing from after surgery. And I use that just around this area. And then I use that dial soap to wash these. So if you get these, use dial soap, nothing moisturizing, just get dial soap. Because you got to keep it, it has to stay dry, I can't have moisture on it. And I'd wash my area with that too, instead of with like a fragrance or moisturizing soap body wash. So yeah, I'm not going to apply this on camera. I might probably put a clip in of me doing it after I get in the shower before work later. I will open this. This is how the packaging looks. There is, I don't know how many are in a pack. 1, 2, 3. 3 are in a pack because that's 30-day supply. Let's see the directions. I don't really want to read all this crap. But you can cut it obviously to your size. They have different kinds for, like, if you have a rounder keloid like on your arm or something, you can pop it on there. So yeah, these are the directions for it. I don't think I really need to read that for you guys. If you guys want to take a peek real quick, you can do so. But yeah, not gonna apply it yet. I don't even honestly want to open it yet, but when I open it, I'll come back on camera and show you guys. But it's like a board. I guess I'll open it. I want to see if it's clear. What? This is weird. Okay. Don't know how to do that yet. Yeah, so when I get back on camera after my shower, I'll show you guys how I apply it. Now, how I found my doctor is there was this guy here in my state, a city over. My husband used to work with him. He had keloids like all like on his neck. Like they're so big, like they covered like his ear, they're on the back of his neck. He got his somehow from going to a barber that nicked him, and maybe nicked him all over. I don't know, because they grow. So he must have nicked him in a couple places, and they just grew. So he got it removed. He never said where he got it removed. It made the news. It was, I think, even in the newspaper and everything. He never said where. He just said New York. So I'm like, okay, I'm on it. So, you know, I'm researching. I found a doctor that does cryosurgery, where you freeze it, kind of like wart removal. And I thought that'd be pretty cool. Not cool, because I don't want my surgery to be cool. I just want it done. I thought that'd be pretty... I thought it maybe, oh, okay, cool. Like warts get removed, they just freeze and fall off. So I thought, okay, cool, I can get that done with my scar. Then I'm like, no. His website didn't say anything about being, experienced or certified or whatnot in African American skin, or shall I say people of color skin. People who are prone to keloid scars are African Americans, Asians, Mexicans, anyone of color. White people can get it too. It's just rare. So I can't stress to you enough the importance of going to a doctor that is experienced and has before and after pictures, and it says that he is experienced in either African American skin, cosmetic surgeries. And one main thing that he has to deal with is keloids. Like, he's done keloids before. He has before and after pictures. That is the most important thing. This other doctor didn't have that. The doctor who I went to for my surgery, Dr. Michael Jones of Lexington Plastic Surgery, New York, he had that. Like, I think that's his practice is the main thing for his practice. The big highlight of it is his keloid removal surgery. So my camera might shut off again. I don't know, but I'll get back to it. So that's a big thing. You want to go to a doctor. I can't tell you how many times I've been to a dermatologist over here, and they're just like, oh, there's nothing we can do. Oh, we can just cut it off. Oh, we can do steroid treatments, or you can just try this cream. And none of that works. If anything, it makes it work. I've had steroid shots before in the past, and it just didn't work. I felt like a guinea pig. They used like a certain pen to inject it. It wasn't injecting it properly, and a certain part of my scar, like there's an area where it becomes really itchy and inflamed. Wait, I couldn't see that it was inflamed, but I used to pinch it, and like pus will come out, and this is gross. I never shared this with anyone before, and it kind of like had a smell to it. So I just felt like I was a guinea pig. But go to somebody that works with African American skin, or skin of color, like, and has experience in before and after pictures and reviews. Don't go to somebody that claims that they have all this experience but has no pictures to show for. I know a lot of doctors have pictures from the surgery date or the day before they remove the scar, like the picture of the scar, and then 2 weeks later. I know. To me, 2 weeks later isn't an exact proof of how you can remove a keloid. It doesn't. To me, 6 months later, you should have a before picture so you can see, or maybe even a complete year later. But I can't stress to you enough, go to a doctor that knows African American skin, or works with skin of color. My doctor does like plastic surgeries for African Americans, like rhinoplasties. Like, he knows how to deal with African American skin and knows what's best, and his keloid surgery is #1 at his office. I am happy I went there. I would go back for future surgeries. But that's something to think about, because you never know. It may work in one area, it may not work in another. But there is a 5% chance of reoccurrence, and that is extremely low. When you go to a dermatologist or any other doctor around here, it is a 50-50. Take the 5% over the 50-50 and go to Lexington. I say go to Lexington Plastic Surgery. And he has other locations. Honestly, I've heard reviews on other doctors that work under his company. If you can, go to him. Go to him. I wouldn't want to mess around with anybody else but him. He's the main one who's known for it. Even though his other offices use the same technique and whatnot, I don't know if they do the same removing and sewing technique, but they do use the radiation machine like he does, because it's his practice. So each location has it. I think there's a Jersey. I went to Jersey to get it removed, and to New York to get the treatments, radiation treatments. He has an area in Miami, and I think somewhere else. I'm not sure where else. I think he has 3 locations, but do your research. Like, just because he works for me, maybe he might not work for you, but a 5% chance reoccurrence rate, I think, is extremely low and worth, in my opinion, the risk taking. Like, the surgery costs, I know people are asking, how much was it? For me, it was $10,000. That's involving the removal. I forget. There's this treatment that they do with the blood. It might be called PCP. I'm not sure. I forget what it's called. I wish I remembered. But it's where they take a tube of your blood. Like a thick tube of your blood. And after they remove it, they apply the blood. I'm not sure, over your stitches or while the incision is open. And it helps with healing. It helps your body, fight and heal properly. So I got that treatment. I paid $10,000, so that treatment came free. And the price may vary because of the size, the location. I think because mine's chest, chest, you're more prone to keloids. It's harder to get rid of. So I think that's why it was $10,000. I paid out of pocket. To see him or go directly to him, I was told it was $12, but for some reason they waived the $2,000 for me. I just lost my train of thought, but so it was $10,000. Insurance does not cover it. At least surgeries that I've read up on and stuff like that, they don't cover it because they feel it's cosmetic and it's unneeded, which to me it is needed. It really does affect people, especially if you have it like on your neck and it's affecting your sleep. It is very painful. It is uncomfortable. It does get very itchy, and some people are restricted. Like if they have it on their body in an area that there's constant movement, it's restricting them. But most insurance that I've read up on don't cover it. So I honestly just used my tax money when it came, part of my tax money, and then the rest we saved up. And then my dad, I gave the money to my dad so he can use his credit card to send it. But he ended up giving me all our money back and paying for the surgery himself, which was very sweet of him. If you can't save up that large amount of money, whether that's just from working or even from using your taxes, they do have, if you have obviously decent credit and you're working, they do have where you can make payments on it. I didn't even look into it because I knew I couldn't do it at the time. So yes, let me look up. Hopefully my camera doesn't shut off again. This camera sucks. It's already getting hot, so it might shut off. Let me see some of the questions about my surgery so I can answer them. Somebody said that they're looking. Did I have to do a separate visit for consultation and come back? That's another thing. I'm from Wisconsin. I got it. I went to New Jersey for the surgery and radiation treatments in New York. No, I didn't have to go there and come back. They do over the phone consultation. So what they're going to do is they're going to call you, ask about the size, length, width, your issue with it, the area it is on your body. I think for me, the chest and the areas that is more so common is going to be more expensive. And then after you're done with that phone call, I worked with a lady named Josie, who was his consultation. I don't know exactly who I don't think I met her, who she was, but she's going to have you send, or whoever else you talk to, they're going to have you send pictures of your scar. So I sent in a picture, and then they'll go from there with the price and how it will be removed. I'm not sure if he always does, like, I don't know if it's called extraction, but surgically removing it on every keloid. I'm not sure how he does, like, the ear ones, but for me, that's how he did it. So I didn't have to go there and come back. Now, after the surgery, is a 2-week appointment, but since I'm out of state, I didn't go. And they sure didn't call me about it or ask me to send, like, pictures or anything 2 weeks after. I didn't hear back from them until maybe 3 or so months after the surgery, which was very frustrating, because when it's healing, you have questions, because it does feel hard, like it's coming back, and it is starting to raise again, looking like it's coming back. And then they tell you, oh, well, you're supposed to massage the area and apply the creams. They didn't tell me to buy these creams. They said that they send it in a direction. They didn't send it in a post-operative directions, or whatever it's called, post-surgery direction. They didn't do that. I figured it out myself. And I got the silicone sheeting myself. So that's one thing that was very frustrating. So if you're going to get a surgery and you watch this video, get the creams on the website, apply them 2 weeks after, and get the silicone sheeting and start, you know, alternating and applying it and massaging with the cream, or just massaging your scar in general, you know, to keep, you know, break down any scar tissue and whatnot. It's just good for scars in general. So no, I didn't have to go back. And my consultation, yes, it was over the phone. But when I got there, I spoke with a doctor. We did a little consultation there. And then that day, I got the surgery. It literally, like, 5-minute consultation. And I was already hooked up before he came and spoke to me. And then we went back. Felt like I fell asleep and I was awake. And then within 5 minutes after the surgery, they just had me sit down, drink water, get dressed. And I was out the door. I was already walking out the door myself. Go downstairs! So I did the updates of my scar already. My overall thought process is, you know, focusing on getting the color back, but my main focus is sticking with the new silicone sheets that I have in this area to make sure that they stay flat, and I'll be doing a 60-day. So that is my main focus. Overall, I feel happy, and I feel it does look better than my scar before. When I look back, I'm just like, sadly, I'm so disgusted with the scar that I don't even look at my past pictures. Like, it's, yeah, so someone just asked, like, how's everything going and updates. I just went over the costs. So yeah, so I think everything went fine. I think everything looks good. I'm happy with everything. So I will do another update after my 60-day supply. I think I'll cut back on a 30-day update and then a 60-day, but in between that, I might be posting different kind of videos to my channel. So this is my update. I feel good about it. You know, there's a little disappointing things like being nicked right here and having to focus on healing these scars as well, and not hearing back after surgery, because I honestly wanted to see my scar after surgery. I wanted to see it, how thick and deep it was. I wanted to ask how surgery went and whatnot. And during my surgery, I forgot to mention I had a tube in for draining. I ended up not needing it. There's really not much. I went into surgery, everything went good. You know, I left the same day. I walked out the building the same day. And then the next day you do 3 treatments of radiation. I honestly wish they would do like 4 or more, but radiation thins out your skin, so you don't want to do too much. of that. But I feel good about it. I'm trying not to judge anything now about the raising. I'm just going to focus on it, use my silicone sheeting. That's my update. I'm trying not to judge it. My husband thinks that he sees it healing. It was a little scary before. As I said, I'm going to add my pictures all right here. My lips are so dry. I hope you guys can't see that. But yeah. So, and I do, of course my camera's shutting off again. I was talking and my camera wasn't even on. So I was saying I do plan on going back to him in the future. I do have 4 kids, so I'm gonna work out, get in the best shape that I can, and then see if I need a tummy tuck. I don't necessarily want one, and it's not hard for me to get in shape. And I've never had issue really with my belly skin being so bad that I need a tummy tuck. But I do want to go back maybe in the future for a breast reduction / lift. That's another thing to think about, because there's capsule contracture, where your the breast gets really hard and can be disfigured because of scar tissue buildup around the silicone, if I end up needing silicone, which I'm sure I will, because there'd be no volume in my breast. So that's a whole nother thing that I'm researching and looking up. I will be getting a consultation. Actually reminded myself now that I'm going to put in a consultation for that over the phone, but I probably don't think I should do that for a while till I'm done breastfeeding, so they can see the way my breasts truly look without the volume of the milk in it. So I hope you got information, sorry that was weird, that you can take home from this video. I hope if you are looking into surgery that this is a video that calms your nerves about it and helps you take that step to do so. Like I said, just because this doctor worked for me, it might not work for you, but honestly, a 5% chance reoccurrence rate over a 50-50 that you get from other doctors, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's once in a lifetime thing. Like, it's either you try or you don't. You either try, you know, to improve your scar, or you just learn to deal with it and put up with it, whether you hate it or not. And for me going into the surgery, it was either it's gonna work or it's not. And if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna have to learn to love myself with my scar. Even if I get the looks and the stares from people, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. So that's how I went into surgery, looking at it. Before, when I had it removed with no radiation treatment, it came back like as soon as the stitches were out. This time, no, it took a long time. So I'm all happy and for it. There was reviews on his Facebook page and saying how their person's scar came back 10 times worse, but they didn't go to him. I've never seen him have a bad review, so that's my thing. So if you are gonna go ahead and get surgery, or at least get a consultation, go ahead and do so. I wish you luck, and I hope that it works for you, and I hope you gain that confidence back if you did get the surgery, because we all know how self-esteem killing these scars can be. So I will see you guys in my next video. If I missed questions or anything, just comment below again. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was informative and it helped you make your decision on whether you're going to get surgery or not. I will see you guys in the next video. Probably won't be about scar. Actually, I'm going to do a scar care routine, scar revision skincare routine, so for my scars, just so you guys can see what I do. So that'll be the next video. So after that, I don't know what I'll be posting, but I will see you guys later. Hopefully this video was okay. Bye. Okay guys, so I'm fresh out the shower and I applied the Embrace silicone scar sheeting. I would have did it on camera, but the directions are super, in my opinion, super complicated. So I did it off camera because I wasn't talking anyways. I was trying to focus on putting it on, and immediately I can see that this scar is flat. Like, I can barely feel that. Like, there's a glare, but immediately this part that I was concerned about is flat. So I'm excited, and I'm excited because it covered the little dots up here that I was talking about in my video. The only thing I can say that might be a concern of mine is how shiny this is, because I know when my shirt falls and somebody sees it, they might ask a question if they're that nosy. But like I said, it's not their business. So this is day 1 of my day 10. In 10 days, I will be changing. They said these are good for tummy tucks and C-sections. I can see this fitting a C-section, as incision is pretty much this wide, I believe, for a C-section. But as for a tummy tuck, no, because it goes from hip to hip. You would have to reapply another one, and that'd be a waste, because it would just be a waste. It didn't extend to the ends of my scar, which I don't care about. Like I said, they're pretty much flat. There's slight, you can feel something, but it's under the skin and it's flat. So I'm not worried about it. Like I said, my main thing to worry about was right here. And so far, even within seconds, I feel like it looks good. It's not uncomfortable. Fresh out the shower, you did have to apply alcohol. I do not. I have alcohol. Oh, it didn't say a percentage, but I used 70, and I just got fresh out the shower anyway, so I just did the 70, rubbed it around for a little while, around the scar and over the scar. So far I am happy with the way it looks. I wish it was a little less shiny, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. I will do an update on how I feel this works in 30 days, and then another in 60 days, so I can show you guys how it worked. Until then, I will see you guys later. So peace, and I'll be posting other videos. So see ya, bye.